Today's the day, folks. Last scheduled work day as the Adjutant General of the North Carolina National Guard. Obviously, General Hunt will take the oath of office on the 1st of December, and he will now take the mantle and the full responsibilities that comes with the job. And I'll spend a few more weeks in uniform, just wrapping up the administrative stuff before I actually retire out of the Army. But I want to take this opportunity just to talk to you one more time. And I think you've heard me say many times, it has been my custom for a while, a little unplugged, unscripted, but just a few things I just wanted to share with you as I get ready to walk out the door. So it's been 9 years and 2 months come this Sunday that I've had the great pleasure of being sworn in as the 40th Adjutant General of the North Carolina National Guard. And while that's been an actual personal point of pride and privilege for me, I just got to assure you that it just would not have happened. It would not have been anywhere near as meaningful had it not been for the great work and accomplishments of each and every one of you. You have made this experience so very rewarding for me. For serving alongside each and every one of you, I've been proud to be a North Carolina National Guardsman, again, because of you. And we all know that our National Guard has a rich and tremendous history, and I know that you will just continue to add chapters to that history going forward. And I'm just extremely honored once again to have been just a small part of it. So this has been a unique experience for this soldier to have had serving as the Adjutant General. It's one that I never would have imagined ever having the opportunity. I never saw it in the cards. And I can take you all the way back to even prior to 1979 when I raised my right hand and took the oath of enlistment. And being the son of a Marine Corps gunnery sergeant who spent 2 times on the drill field down in Parris Island, South Carolina, I was just full of stories about, what drill instructors do with new recruits. And for some crazy reason, I wanted to experience that myself, but I didn't necessarily see that in the cards either, because I knew that I was going to head off to school. When, lo and behold, I had the opportunity of running into one of my high school classmates while we were filling gas, putting gas in our cars at a convenience store. And he was in uniform, and he actually told me about the National Guard. He told me about the fact that he went to basic training just like any other soldier does, but when he came back from basic training, of course, he got a chance to do it all without being an active duty soldier. So I said, so you mean I could do this? I can go to college, and I can still serve, and I can get that desired experience down in basic training. And he assured me that we could, and the next week I went and signed up. So I had my fun. And it's just taken me, the Army experience is one that I know that many of you have already experienced, and I know that you will join with me in sharing these. It's unique. It's we spend a lot of time sleeping on the grounds in very harsh weather. We have spent a lot of times in some very, very austere environments. Many of you, just like me, had a chance to join the National Guard back in the days when we had summer camps. Which was a great time. We worked hard, but it was an 8 to 4, and then we would spend the night in tents out in the middle of the woods at Fort Bragg. Some of you served on active duty, but being part of the National Guard was quite a bit different then than what it is now. And of course, 9/11/2001 changed everything. And after 25 years being in the National Guard, being indeed that weekend warrior, that 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year thing that we all hear about that we now laugh at, we find ourselves having experienced, like I did, 3 out of the next 6 years, living in the country of Iraq. And Iraq is just one of the places where many of us have served repeatedly throughout that time. Afghanistan, Horn of Africa, and other places around the world in this global war on terrorism. But it changed the face of the National Guard for the future. Some people have retired since then, but it just amazes me that many people continue to sign up because they want to be part of that. They want to join that experience. And I do recall a time going under the southwest border in Arizona, right outside of Yuma, and having a chance to walk down and look at some of the outposts that we were doing. We were supporting the Customs and Border Police down there in Yuma. And just walking around these observation posts and running into a lot of mid-30-somethings-year-old soldiers. Then when I asked them how long they'd been in, they'd only been in many times less than a year. And why were they there? Because they remember that fateful day of 9/11/2001. And that kind of kindled a spirit, lit a fire, and then said, okay, this is the time that I need to serve. So they joined, and many of them are still with us. And some of them, of course, came in and did their duty. They contributed to the effort, and they moved on. But the thing that's common about each and every one of us is the fact that we're willing to endure those hardships, because we know that what we are accomplishing is a deed greater than ourselves. It's a contribution that each and every one of us make, and it's a unique bond, something that binds us all together, commonality. So I'm very, very, very proud and very, very grateful to have had that opportunity of associating myself with so many great citizen soldiers and citizen airmen.